Hey everybody, it's Donna here, and we're back on track with the animal cards. So I'm going to finish those out, and I've been taking some time, and I'll have a second video today on just kind of what I've been doing to catch up on healing and releasing all the emotions right now, because there's just so many emotions, and a lot of times we can get caught up in, especially if you're in a spiritual space, people are like, you can't be angry, you can't be this or that, or have low emotions, and I don't agree with that. So that'll be my second video, and I'll go through that at that time. But it's just expressing your emotions, because if they come up, they come up, and how to healthily go through those. So today's card is the squirrel. And even though this is, when I do these videos, it's talking about a specific time when I'm doing the videos, these can have the meaning for you, whatever is going on in your life at that time. So whenever you're watching this, that's when you're supposed to watch it and when you're supposed to get the connection and get the message. Okay, so squirrel, this card says believe in yourself. It's the number 57. So it would be, you add it up, so trying to get to a single digit with 57 would be 3, which is higher energy, the divine. So squirrels and I have a love-hate relationship because I love my birds in the yard, and the squirrels just have been taking over their food, but they're so smart and they're so resourceful, and they just are really amazing. And before this, it's funny because I've had homes before where I have fed the squirrels and they would come to visit me. I actually have a picture of the squirrel who would, like my dogs, would literally move to be able to see me wherever I was in this apartment when I was in Cincinnati. And it's just funny because it was this really random squirrel that was like, I was his person. But he would it was really, really strange. He would lay around the railing and just stare. Anyway, if you think about a squirrel, though, they're always on the go. Like, they don't let anything kind of get them down. Even with my squirrel-proof feeder I have right now, I have these videos, they're really mad, and it does work, but they just keep trying. And then they take a break, and then they try again. And that's why this card is so important right now, because this whole year, this is being filmed in 2020, this whole year has a lot to do with uncovering the things that have been around but just not have had light. So that's in the news. There's so much stress and so much anger and so much hurtfulness from things in the news, and how people are treating each other and different opinions. So that's a whole other story. But there's a lot of emotions right now which can throw off your confidence, which is what this is about. And we want to allow that to take place, because sometimes fighting it is going to use up our energy, and just find out what is it exposing in yourself. So how can you look at your life, and if you're feeling like you're in this weird place, which a lot of people are, it's like 90-something% of the people I know or around me, just where is it taking you? Even if you still have a secure job, there's a lot of what ifs and, uncertainty right now, which can also cause where you may have been really confident in certain things and really secure. Life has moved things around that used to be secure and now they're not. Okay. So in saying that, the squirrel reminds us to take a step back. So what I have been doing, which you'll see in the next video I'm posting, but I've just been trying to look at, and that's the message of this card, look at where, what are those times where I have felt very confident? Where are those times where I have felt really secure? And you're not going to go back in time. You're not going to relive that. That's not what it is. And this is a time that no one has ever experienced before. This is my first pandemic. So it's a time when you have to just feel that energy and feel those feelings of where is that security within myself? Where is that security in my heart? Where is that security that builds the confidence? Because security and confidence usually do have an element to each other. Even if you're confident in moving forward and being really active, there's a security in the fact that you can do that. So a lot of that can't happen right now. Some things are still on hold and pushing back. And so the best way to tackle this is not only just to think about those times and meditate on those times. And if you don't know how to meditate, just really try to go back, close your eyes and think about what it felt like. Think about the feeling of being in love. Like if I told you, think about when you were in love and what that felt like. You can go back to that time and feel that. Or, you know, just loving something or someone, just feeling that love for something other than yourself. And you can relive that and you can feel that. It can feel like it's happening right this second. So try to do that with the confidence and the security, because we have to work with ourselves in this, which is the hardest part, I think, of anything. It's way easier to try to help someone else fix themselves. But you have to work on where you are in yourself and using support around you, using support systems, using healers, using people who are going to help you, guide you, hold your hand through it. But you got to do the work yourself. And be really clear about, what does happiness mean to you? What does success mean to you? I have redefined success for myself over the years many times, because it has shifted and evolved, and it may not be what it was 20 years ago, 10 years ago, even 5 years ago. It's very different what success means to you. And especially with the whole coronavirus, what has that brought up in you? Because it can also have, it could have shaken up your belief system in where are you going? What kind of goals can you actually have? Like, what is going on now? Because your goals have changed, because your success has changed, what your view of success has changed. So again, it's all coming back to going internally, going into that space inside of you that you can just say, I'm here, I'm secure right now, I am fine right now. Feel the feelings of when you were secure, bring it up, bring those elements into your space, and do the best you can to not think ahead, because we don't know. We don't know with the election. We don't know with how long this contagion is going to last, and we don't know how that's going to affect even our stocks and 401ks and IRAs going long term. So the only thing you can control is yourself and how you're tapping into getting that grounding by feeling secure. And if it's too overwhelming to think of too many things, being confident and insecure, just pick one. Pick one that you can think back to and be able to feel in every single cell those feelings inside of you. We are all in this together. We are all feeling very similar things. I don't know anyone that's 100% secure and feeling 100% confident, and across the board. There's just a lot of uncertainty. So you're not alone. And go outside. I am my best self when I get to connect to nature. And I'm such a city person. And I have gotten to be so fond of hiking and woods, and even just going in my yard, which has amazing birds and funny squirrels. I'm not the biggest fans of these squirrels, but they're impressive. They get the job done. They outsmart me every single time, except for this last bird feeder. But, go outside and pay attention to squirrels. Watch them. I remember I used to sit in Boston Common, and the squirrels were a little too friendly, and they would come up because they're so used to people giving them food. But it was just amazing to watch them and how they play, and we can learn a lot from them. They're very resourceful. And this is also about, squirrels will continually just prepare. They've planted seeds. They're preparing for the next stage. They don't know what the winter is going to be like. They're preparing for whatever happens. And the way to do that is to just keep your vibration high. What are those seeds that you're planting? Try to make those seeds only watching things that are making you happy, only focusing on things that are making you happy, and raising that energetic vibration that only you can raise, and creating that safe space for whatever is the best for you going forward to come. And that's where you're going to be your safest. So hopefully this was helpful to you. I thought this was definitely what I've been going through and what I have seen a lot of clients going through and friends. And I think that this is a really important card because it talks about they're also having fun. Squirrels have fun. So raise that vibration, have some fun, watch happy movies, and go back to, even if you have to make a list of the times you felt confident, the times you felt secure, the times that you felt like everything's all right now, I'm going forward, this feels great. And harnessing that power of the memory, because our minds are so strong, and just believe it's happening now. And you'll start to see some really positive things coming your way. So hopefully this is helpful, and my love-hate with my squirrels in my yard. But I do love them. I don't want to hurt them. I just wanted them to not distract the birds from their food. I don't want to get an email saying, squirrels are great. They're fine. I love them. Just not eating my bird food. So here we go. How pretty is that? And notice when you see these numbers on the different cards, notice when you see them coming up during the day, maybe they'll show up for you, even if it's like a receipt. I usually see numbers on receipts. But stay tuned for the other video, which I'll be posting right after this one. And I'll be getting through all of the rest of the cards, and we'll get through that deck, and then I'll start some new fun things. Well, have a great day. Thank you for tuning in. Subscribe. I think it's one of these ends. Bye.